Sammy Packard. Sammy could be the closest we had to a Renaissance man in New England racing. For 7 decades, he did it all. Consider the following. He ran the early beach road races at Daytona in a big old Buick. He owned and raced midgets. He owned and raced stock cars. He owned and raced boats, winning the championship at the flooded Seekonk Speedway in 1952. He did some heavy PR work for the first short track stock car race in the Northeast at Lonsdale, Rhode Island in 1947. Due to success of that race, he was invited to a meeting at the Streamline Hotel in Daytona Beach, at which NASCAR was formed. He had one of the first speed shops in southeastern New England. He and his daughters were involved in early quarter midget racing from the early 50s to the late 50s. He moved to Florida in the 60s and became a motorcycle dealer, getting in early on the Japanese bike boom. He worked for NASCAR in Daytona for a time. He became one of the top restorers of vintage open-wheel race cars in the country. And finally, he was the top finishing New Englander in the NASCAR Grand National race at Norwood, Mass. In June of 1961. Sammy came in 9th, while Ernie Gahan, who's out here today, was 11th. Eddie Flemke was 12th. Harold Wilcox from Maine was 14th, and Bob Devine was 15th. And all this while he was in his 40s, running a 500 lapper and a quarter mile against all the big shoes from the South.